Goodbye. Haven't had an imperfect thought in. I can't recall how long.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process. That's why we are all happy and contented. And others are not.
Hostile ahead. What's the play, Commander?
Settle down, everyone. Lecture's playing. Prepare to be...
Recharge for mayhem! Got your clearing position! Medkit coming your way! Either restore my life or knock in my claw. My claw's always ready. I'm alive. Who needs to die? Still need a... Oh, you ready? What's that side? Craft doesn't sense target.
Say, what's that sound? Why does the wall look so soft all of
Oh, do I detect a whiff of reprioritin gas? You know, I suddenly feel a mite more pliable somehow. Surely nothing to question. I thought no one was due for peak abradement for hours. I should have your chart. Wait. Ha, you're not a Protectorate subject at all. You have the telltale look of wonder and introspection.
And you, my friend, are mildly intoxicated and highly open to suggestion. In other words, vulnerable.
Well, this is normally where you'd say something. Listen to this one. You're a hoot. Oh dear, I seem to be a little unstable at the moment. But never fear, I have intellect to spare. Don't believe me? I can prove it. Even in a state such as this, I am more than able to apply my argumentative skills against the inferior minds and bankrupt philosophies of our rivals. To what end are you here? Tell me truly. Speak plainly. You know, I'm beginning to have an inkling about your purpose here, and whose employ you're under. A proposal. Adequately debate me on the merits and failings of each group's ideology, and I'll provide you what you're here for. Yes, well, you'll see, even in a nominally reduced state, I am more than up to the task. So, what of the Order, our former allies, those cursed overthinkers, doomed to lives free of luxury, toiling away in ceaseless cogitation? What say you of them? My position is a burden gladly taken to ease the suffering of our subjects. I think so they don't have to ensure the paradigm runs ably. Their order is chaos to us. Though your point, while gratingly expressed, is noted, albeit grudgingly. What say you about Auntie's choice, then? Tell me, is there any value in the vapid emptiness of those corporate consumerists? That actually sounds to have some slight merit when you put it that way. I mean, such a system would leave behind the general public, though. All our friends and neighbors. Your point is not completely without worth, I suppose. Only mostly. In the Protectorate, we have the best of everything. food, technology, a sense of belonging, freedom from doubt, worry, hard work. No, the others simply cannot compare. People are unproductively prone to unhappiness. We remove this self-sabotaging flaw so they can fully appreciate the ample bounty we provide, free of doubt and worry. No, I haven't. And that seems a rather facile argument to make about a society that utilizes automechs to handle daily chores and labor. A low-hanging fruit, as it were. Well, you've raised some interesting points, I suppose. Any other clever assertions you'd like to put forward before I fully evaluate your performance here? How very nice of you to say. You're not half bad yourself, for a non-protectorate not me. Huh. Taken as a whole, that was the most engaging conversation I've had in... well, couldn't even say. Yes, it's true. I am thoroughly disturbed by how much you made me question many long-held beliefs. But frankly, that was quite invigorating. Now, what next? Why, I'd say you're right. That would prove without the shadow of a doubt its safeness and efficacy, wouldn't it? Tell you what, I'll get in and you work the controls over there.
It is the duty of every protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
A perfect society demands perfect thought.
And now he's trapped in the mental cage of his own making. Might be satisfying if it weren't so damn bleak.
His gray matter's turning to soup. Serves him right.
The advanced technology and know-how behind the mental refreshment process.
Wait.
That's why we are all
I was led to believe my case required minimal treatment. But that last session, that was far more intensive.
Strong observation, Your Sublime Radiance. We set the lathe to the maximal abradement setting, per instructions.
Maximal? Who authorized you to use that setting? I demand the name of my betrayer!
Subject is exhibiting increased agitation upon exiting the lathe, consistent with extreme cases. Further abradement recommended.
Who are you speaking to? Are you recording this? Enough of this farce! Release me at once!
It is personally overseen by Head Refresher Gould, the top cognitive divisor responsible for making the refreshment process more refreshing than ever.
Gray gone astray? Stay today. Are you mentally refreshed?
It is the duty of every protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases tractability, stifles
New entertainment stymies untoward inclinations and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry. Our enemies envy our prospects, sense of community, and sneer at our contentment.
protector is subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
The mental refreshment process increases
Sharp enough. Hostiles nearby.
Some...
susceptible to danger. Electrical dampeners failing.
But you...
The kitchen pantry is presently off limits.
Imperfection is
anomalous structural
Mind is a
tampering.
thing.
Predicament dispensement.
Their team. Oh, you're new. No. They say my phrenometric peaks are resistant to abradement. But wait, I just blinked several times, didn't I? What did that signify? I couldn't leave. Not yet. Are you in disguise? I don't recognize so-and-so as a title. This feels a bit curious to me. But I feel compelled not to question it too much. Maybe the treatment is working. I'd go with you, I guess. But I need something first. They took all my things when I arrived. Stored them in storage. My commemorative pitch balls in there. From my favorite team, the Paradigm Abiders. Can't leave without it. Oh, commemorative pitch ball! I missed you so. Let's never part again. Suppose I'm ready to leave. Well, almost. One way out's the safest. Someone dug a tunnel in the kitchen pantry, though there are 2 automechs assigned there now to keep subjects from wandering in and ambling off. That doesn't seem like the sort of thing that'd be allowed, but guess you know what you're doing. I'll be dithering about here. Oh,
Predicament dispensement.
hello.
Has concluded.
To be
Please
right
proceed
as
to
rain. Right as
to
rain.
request an exception.
Greetings, new person. You have a look of query about
Society
me.
demands
I have
perfect
answers
thoughts.
to questions and no questions. Yeah.
The kitchen pantry is presently off limits due
Each
to anomalous
vital
structural tampering.
Each a vital color.
Oh, a new face. Well, I'd welcome you to the Wellnetarium, but the designated subject greeter ought to have attended to that by now. Admitting you question is the first step in your recovery. But worry not. Soon enough, with our help and a little work, you'll never question again. Questions are an unmistakable sign of worry, disquietment, and worst yet, rumination. Once the mind is a thing of symmetry, vexatious agitatements simply waft away. As every loyal and dutiful Protectorate subject knows, thinking is best left to our betters. You've missed the daily medicament dispensement, if that's what you mean, but you should take that up with the medicament dispensement automech directly. The medicament dispensement automech automechanically dispenses medicaments. 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 I see you found the lecture as edifying as all the others here. Good, good. Collective cognitive compliance is a key part of the prescribed curative regimen. Head Refresher Gould provides us with daily lectures in audio cartridge form to steer group thinking. As they say, to think together is to together thrive. Upstairs in the audiovisual aids office, of course, though that area is off limits to all subjects not a part of facility staff or security. How very interesting. Here, take my pass then. It grants access to all mid-privilege priority areas. You must mean the Lathe of Particularity. One assumes you haven't had a session with Head Refresher Gould yet. You'll soon learn all about it firsthand. You'll feel ever so much better once your phrenometric peaks have been abraded.
Like stealing compost from a breadworm. Almost feel a little bad about it.
Greeting, unscheduled walk-in. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the hot response, zeal noted. With hope, I am medicament dispensement has concluded for the day. Response, farewell. This unit beautifully acknowledges your presence. Apologies, but an automechanical's work is never concluded.
Near death.
Greeting, unscheduled walk-in.
Hello, my name is Abigail, and I am realigned with the paradigm. I am newly full of zeal. Pondering begets disharmony. That, a restorative only internally, I'm afraid. You should speak. Why, it's right outside I once possessed a failing of character where I would voice simple statements in a way that sounded like a question. Drat! There, did it again. Anyhow, I was reported for it? Right as rain, neighbor. Never more content. I only experience approved emotions. Doubt and worry are notably unsanctioned. A perfect society demands perfect thoughts, after all. Refreshment is inevitable. You can't fight contentment.
Curiosity does not enter into my
A perfect society demands perfect thoughts.
You can't fight contentment.
Are those automex sorted? Time to go? Okay.
They never questioned, never doubted. Their deal never lied.
The tunnel out was right here. Oh, they put a poster over it. Take it down, and I can be off. This is... Oh, and last I heard from my daughter, Emily, she was off to Free Market Station. You meet us there. She'll surely give you a reward. Guess all outsiders aren't as bad as Prudence makes you out to be.
Got company, Commander.
Don't hurt him, please. The Sovereign isn't at his best right now. You're not here to harm him, are you? If so, I must warn you, I will defend the Sovereign to the fullest extent of my meager abilities. Yes, it is. Our beneficent, infallible ruler, the Sovereign Henry Aloysius Varick, son of the first Sovereign, Reuben Varick. You'll have to forgive him right now. As I said, he is not his best today. We've been here since it was determined that the Sovereign, long distraught over the loss of his family, was in need of mental refreshment. Since then, he has been receiving dedicated treatment from head refresher Gould himself. Well, after his first session, the Sovereign was notably upset, launched into hysteric fits of paranoid ranting, absurd nonsense about how the Consul had betrayed him and seized power. For his own good, he had to be gently but firmly restrained. That all stopped after his next dip into the lathe, thank law. He's remained quite peaceful since. I'm certain he'll be back to his old self in no time. Preposterous! The Consul and all the Vigilant are above reproach. No subject of the Protectorate would ever harm, or knowingly allow harm to befall our beneficent ruler, the Sovereign, or consider such a thing. To even think such a thought is unthinkable. This stately form before you is the direct descendant of the matriarch herself. All we have, all any of us have, stems directly from the works of his family line. I will stay true to him and the Protectorate to the end. We all will. The Sovereign is receiving the finest possible care, as he has every day of his life. Treatment outside the Protectorate is barbaric by comparison. Our system is perfect. Just leave us be.
That was unexpected, but inspiring.
When we comply together, we thrive together. It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it.
Kill the Sovereign. My Sovereign. I cannot remain with you any longer. Not if I wish for both of us to remain whole. Was he? How can you be so sure? You cannot guarantee he would be permanently convalescent. You cannot guarantee anything. I suppose I see some kernel of truth in your words. Yet you euthanized my sovereign without so much as a by your leave. I have made my decision. We may continue working together, but what you have done shall leave a permanent stain on our relations. Do not make me regret continuing by your side.
Commander, can we talk? Commander, I've been thinking on the fact that so many of my slack-witted brethren believe it reasonable that I've been marked for death. So much so that I've missed the obvious, our communication devices. There is someone who would have tried to contact me to warn me. Someone who wouldn't have been taken in by a faked kill order. Yes, but he's not like most of the fools we've been contending with. You know, I really should have seen the flaw in recruiting suggestible slackwits to our cause. But Severin is different. I knew him from before. Long before the Glorious Dawn. We had a secret code we used to hide things from our parents before... Well, never mind that. Very well. Let's just say that he was forbidden to associate with me and leave it at that. Anyway, if he used that code to embed a message to me within a Dawn missive, no one would have even known it was there. I should have been checking our comm devices, damn it. That cell you cleared out in Newton might have one of our devices. Hopefully, it will bring me that much closer to whoever it is I need to kill to put an end to this nonsense.
That scum. That miserable scum. To think he would stoop so low as to overthrow the Sovereign. I shall not rest until the Consul pays for his treachery and Arcadia's rightful ruler is reinstated. I'm pleased to hear you hunger for justice. We shall certainly have no shortage of circumstances to slake your hunger. I fear how my fellow subjects will respond to this news. I believe that most will remain loyal to the Sovereign, but I will need to deal with those who strayed. I hope that is true, though I do appreciate the vote of confidence. I sincerely doubt this is the end of my thoughts related to the matter, but we've wasted enough time with my ruminating. Let us be off.
Laugh, purchase, and consume with Auntie's Choice. As your peerless leader knows that an
Don't let us keep.
Good luck, my ameliorator. Remember, you can't spell heinous ascetic without Auntie's Choice.
Sporting match as much as all of you base road and file. The big rift cut off toss bombings from the home, but Arcadia Grown League is unworthy substitute. Certainly a more profitable program. The Protector, it's watered down rip-off. Pitchfork, they call it. My, how imaginative. And
Good luck, my ameliorator.
Don't let us
Remember, you can't spell heinous ascetic without anti-sure.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the meanest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the
Your realignment with the paradigm begins now.
Go. Please, just leave us. Just leave.
This unit's current work task takes priority over conversation. Farewell. Greeting, unscheduled walk-in. Greeting, unscheduled walk-in.
You'll feel ever so much better.
I'm realigned with the paradigm.
Medicament dispensement has concluded for today. Please proceed to the lecture hall to request an exception. Harmony begets disharmony.
Imperfection is impossible. Mind, the thing of perfect symmetry.
Your siren's call of independent thought falls on a deaf mind.
May you realign with the paradigm.
Has concluded for today. Please proceed to the lecture hall to request an exception. Come here often. Goodbye. This unit.
The lathe of particularity.
Recharge for mayhem!